Hello and welcome to Streamtabulous. Today I've got an absolutely amazing video for you guys and that's going to blow you away. There is a new tool being worked on at the moment by Adobe for Photoshop called Generative AI Fill. And you may have heard about it, you may have not, but you're going to have to stick around to the end of this video. It is a long one, but I'm going to show you why this is a game changer for photo restoration work. If you want to try this app out for yourself, this program, you will need an account with Adobe and you'll have to install the beta version of Photoshop and the beta version of the Generative AI Fill. Now, there's plenty of YouTube videos out there that will show you how to install that, so I'm not going to go into that. I just want to show you how this actually works. I found out about it yesterday, and seeing the YouTube videos that I've seen, I was blown away. I didn't see anyone actually try to do photo restoration work with it, so I thought I would give that a try, and blown away with the results. This is truly real AI, not scripts which are taking left and right of the image and putting it together. This is just mind-blowing. So stay with the video all the way to the end. Also, like and subscribe to the channel and get the bell on for notifications. And it'd be greatly appreciated if you could copy this link and share it to your Facebook. If you're in photo restoration groups, post it in other photo restoration groups so they can learn about this, because it is a game changer and it's going to help a lot of people about, and that's what I'm about, teaching people. And photos are memories and they are very, very precious. And with what this can do, it's going to revolutionize what we do with photo restoration work, which is really, really important. So share that link around, get it onto your Twitter, your Facebook, other Facebook groups, other groups, wherever you can. It'd be greatly appreciated. It'll help me, help the channel, and it'll help others more importantly. Now, the background that you're looking at here, I wanted a more immersive background that gave more depth. So I actually took the bookcase from the previous green screen background that I had, and I have actually generated the sides of this and the top of this to create a new image, including the globe, the plant, removing objects from it, just a whole lot of little things, which you probably haven't even noticed. And that's why you need to know about this program and how good it actually is, because it is an absolute game changer. So like, subscribe, get the bell on, watch this video to the end. You're going to be amazed. And welcome back. Now, I want to talk to you about a new tool which has been implemented into Adobe Photoshop, what they call Generative AI Fill. That's a tongue twister. Nice word, generative. Anyway, yeah, right. So I'm just going to call it AI Fill through the video just to make it easier. My dyslexia does not help with the wording and speech anyway. So what they've done is they've implemented this into the beta version. I believe it's 24.7. You will need to be signed into your Adobe account to actually use the feature, and you will need to go onto the cloud and actually download their, I think it's called Firefly. If you go under the beta options, you'll see lots of YouTube videos on how to put it into yours, or how to get it. You will need a active monthly account at least once to actually get it onto your system. What can we talk about with this one? This one's interesting. There's lots of videos out there which are showing how it's going to be a game changer for doing backdrops in movies and how to use it in something like DaVinci Resolve. Now, for people which are doing photo restorations, I haven't seen anyone actually attempt it. So yesterday I sat down and I tried it, and I'm used to working with programs and applications which I would call more scripts that are going through sharpening. Some of them are doing the composites and putting faces over top and blending it in to really good results. This one is what I would call, it's just mind-blowing. I'd call it, I mean, this is AI. This is looking at the overall picture. It is looking at everything and working out what it needs to do. And the results are what is a game changer. Now it is in a beta version, which means it's not the best, but so you got to have some patience with it. Your first shot may not go as well as you expected. People working on the same photo are saying, well, I'm not getting that result. Well, that's the other problem, is it is AI and it is working it out every single time, and it's not always working it out the same. So I don't know how we're going to go with this. I'm on a second monitor today. Why the screen capture looks a little bit, well, let's be honest, garbage. I have no idea, but you'll have to bear with me. So first of all, I'm going to take this out of my mode to do my OBS Studio so I can actually use my keyboard. And we're going to come in and we're going to come down here, and once you've got it all installed, it's going to pop up whenever you do a selection. So you can see it there. So what we're going to do is we're going to come through, deselect, and we want to select our area. Now it is limited on its pixels, so you need to work in small areas at a time, not big blocks. If you work in big blocks, you will get blurring and not high quality renders for the area that you're actually working in. That'd be the best wording for it, is render. So we're just going to come down here like that. And we're not going to type anything in on this one, we're just going to hit it. Sometimes we need to type, sometimes we'll get errors where it thinks we're doing something lewd, and you may need to do something. One of the YouTubers pointed out a trick of just putting a decimal point in there, so we'll take a look at that today as well and see how that works. I've been using words like remove red mark and so forth. We'll see how they pair and how it actually goes. So we click that, we have to wait a bit. To what I can see, it doesn't really matter on the computer. It is running through a cloud service. You do need internet access to do it. Now we can see here, it's put glasses on her head. So I don't know if we want that. We'll just circle that. We'll try it again. We'll see what it does. We'll see if it can work out the head, and that I don't want the glasses there. So it's interesting that it worked that out and went with that option. Upside down, facing the wrong way. So we can do that. We can trace this, and we can just try something like the word hair. Hair. Straight. Let's see if it works out my spelling there. No. Okay, so just put hair. My other system comes up with the corrective spelling check. This one doesn't. I'm not too sure why, so that's going to be fun for me. Oh boy, we don't want that. I'm happy with the rest of the hair, but this artifact here, a weird little thing that it does sometimes. So you have to be patient with this. It's going to throw out a lot of inconsistencies. Wording certainly helps. And at the end of the day, there we go, that's a great result there. It is really still coming up to the artists and how they actually put something in for this to work correctly and actually fix what you want. So we'll do this section here. We will, my bad, I'm looking at my other screen while I'm actually working, but back and forth. This is a new one for me. And yeah, this, oh, okay, we've got this guideline thing here. So this is something which is apparently going to come up a lot. I was having great fun with that yesterday. It was, you know, on the point of pulling out hairs. So I'm going to try this whole decimal point. And this isn't a beta version, so obviously beta, that's going to change a lot over time, and obviously that will get better. So we'll come through, we'll select the section here. It doesn't have to be perfect. You can just come through. I'm going to start using that decimal point so it doesn't throw out errors, and we'll see how that works. I'll give that a bit of a test. Now, doing something like this before, we would be cloning an area and then we would be, you know, painting with the clone brush and trying to fix every little thing, which takes quite a lot of time. And I mean, for seconds, this is very quick. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. So 16 seconds to do it roughly. So, oh, we're going to come through that. We'll do this again. Now, yesterday I found it better to actually type in remove writing. So I was using remove writing, remove red mark, you know, fix face. And I don't know for the AI scripting what it's actually got in there. So if Adobe see this, that's something you want to look at. Like if I'm typing fix face or fix right side of face, then I would hope it looks at the left side of the face and actually works out what it's doing. I'm finding that's not happening as yet. So I'm trying to find the workarounds to do it. So there we go. We'll zoom out. I'm not familiar. I'm a Paint Shop Pro user as well. I had the 2021 version of this, and I only went on and did this yesterday to play with it and see what it could do after seeing some amazing results. I was like, this is interesting. I've got to get onto this and see what it can actually do. And we've got a part of the face there, so this will be very interesting. And do that again. Remove writing. Might just come through and copy that for next time. Okay, it seemed to enter it, but hopefully it copied it. I hope it's in my clipboard. So yeah, I mean, it'd be nice if they implemented voice recognition. So for people like me that have major problems with reading and writing, I'd love just to be able to say, you know, click on the button, have the microphone pop up and say, you know, remove text. I think that would be fantastic if that's implemented down the line. I mean, to go more advanced, you know, if you had the cameras on it, maybe if you had your camera set up where you're pointing at the side of the monitor sort of thing, and you had voice recognition and pointing, so you say, oh, remove this red mark here. You know, that's, I mean, I'd say we're probably 15 years, maybe 20 years away from that technology, but I can see something like what you had on the Xboxes, the bar on the top, the lasers. I can see that being implemented later on where it's, you know, clips on with downward angle like a camera, but on an angle to actually catch your hand where you can point and actually say remove this, and it just removes what you're pointing at and works it out. I can really see that as being something for the future that will probably happen. Okay, we'll have to type it every time. Remove writing. So yeah, this is mind-blowing. I mean, you can see as it's going through. I mean, what it is doing, the amount of time it would take you to do this, pixel by pixel, would be insane. Oh, look at that. Look, it's put in and worked out that, hey, you know, there's the bottom of a door there and there's a shadow line. This is not the highest quality either, so it's doing an absolutely insane job of working out what to do. Now, here's where I ran into problems yesterday. It couldn't work out that this person had a face and kept leaving the red line there. So I'm gonna, I don't know, maybe I might try a little bit more in. So we'll put remove red mark, fix faces. Let's see if that's enough for it to go, okay, there's a face, it's asking me to do this. I don't see that at the moment. I'm not too sure the text that you type in is more single-worded for its phrasing than... oh, wow. Okay, that is insane. We got really great... It's fixed the faces. I was going to say, you know, playing with it yesterday, I found that I wasn't really getting that... it picking up on the phrase and using the phrase. I found that it was more key-worded. So we'll try to remove Mark. So, I mean, it's regenerated her face. I mean, that's something where you'd be having to, you know, take the left side, put it onto the right side, move it, warp it into position to try to ascertain what this person looked like or how they would look. And, I mean, we'll just move up to, we're going to move this if I can work it out. I'll move you to there. Can I pin you? I can pin position. So, I mean, we can see here that it's also worked out that when you are sideways, that eye is going to be more closed, and it's closed the eye rather than having it open more and not looking right on that side. So it's done an absolutely insane job there. It's hair. So, I mean, obviously there's going to be a lot of little cleanups that we have to go through and do. But that is insane. I mean, it's worked out this kid in the background that's come through and, you know, tried to work him out. Different results to yesterday. You get different results every time. I'll put that. I'll put hair straight. Okay, we'll just put hair. I'm going to have to write down a whole heap of words and have a little list there of spelling, since I'm pretty much dyslexic and have major issues with that sort of thing. Now, it does generate different ones, so, I mean, they're an absolute mess, hot garbage, so we'll come through again, we'll regenerate, and you can generate and generate and generate, and we'll see, you know, how it does. That's not bad. I don't think any of those are like the original, so we'll come back. We'll come back to this, and I just want fix hair just for that bit, and we'll see what it does. Now it knows it's hair. It's tried to make it look like a hat before, so we'll see what happens. Let's go here, and actually we'll do this. We'll go like that. Let's have a play. Go fix. Oh no, we'll put hair for inch and eyes fix. Ba, 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 ba. And sometimes you wait for a bit and it gets to the end and it's like, hey, your spelling was wrong or whatever, and it oh, you gotta love it, these glitches. I mean, I reckon we might actually see a early release of this next year. I don't think we're going to see a release of it this year. It certainly has little hiccups. We'll just put the word eye in, and we'll see what options it kicks out for eyes. The hard bit will be, you know, the other side. So I had better results fixing this kid's face yesterday. Oh, that's a better eye. Oh, that's not right. That's not right. Okay, we'll try that one. We'll go fix eye. You know what? I reckon that one there actually works. If we take that out, this is an old photo from a distance, we sort of get a better image there. So, but what we'll do now is I'll circle that again, bigger area, and I'll go fix right side, right eye to match left. Oh. Okay. So what it can do? Ba, 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 ba. Ba, 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 ba. Oh. Oh no. You know what? When I run that through Remy, I reckon Remy will actually fix up the rest. Now, maybe we can select this area here and just go, well, we don't like the hair, so I'll put a base, oh, that's one word in it, baseball cap. I'll put a baseball cap on him. Yeah, that's amazing. Look at that, look at those results. Okay, generate some more. It's got his hair sticking through the back. I mean, we can still see that there are some issues that it will run into. The better quality of the picture, the better results you'll have. So I like that. What I'll do is I'm going to reselect this and big area. I'll put black baseball cap. Yeah, I mean, it's matching, doing its best to match the pixels and lower the resolution of what it's putting in there. Doing this with Clipper, it'd take a hell of a lot of work. That's, to me, that is amazing. I mean, that's offset, obviously. I hear that you can come down to your layers and you can actually move things. So, yeah. Might just like do that whole area again and put baseball cap black. I really want black baseball cap, but there we go. Considering there was no face before and now there's a face, that is insane. I like this one. I mean, yeah. Now, from that, you've got to wonder, can you do this and put take hat off. So I'm saying take the hat off. Will it put hair in there and get that hair that I originally wanted? So this will be interesting. No. It's generated new hats, so we'll say no to that. So, wow, that's... I mean, we've got all this marks here, so they've... I don't even know if that's a screenshot to actually capture all that information, so we'll put that decimal point, which is very handy if you're using the beta version. You wouldn't believe how many times it throws out that this is inappropriate and has been removed for violation reasons. And you're just there and you're like, is this going to suspend my, you know, my beta trial? Now, obviously, when you're doing beta, it is recording everything and sending it through to them. I don't think you'd ever see anything like this as in an offline program. And I mean, I'm a fan of offline programs, but clearly the database for this and the CPU power to actually look at the image and do it, it's got to be sending my image across, and then a massive supercomputer would have to be going through, looking at the whole photo and going, okay, this is what we need to do. This is why, you know, you have something like Remy. It's really interesting. You can use that and be offline. So it is using your phone to do it, which means it's got a small database which it's put on your phone. Where if it's coming through and doing composites, it really needs a bigger database. But this is, I mean, this is insane. You have a look at people and they do it, and they're doing their, filling in missing areas. It's not throwing in random trees. It is matching everything around it, and then generating artificial trees to match its surrounding, which is great because that means, Australia's trees are bushes and shrubs and not exactly lush and forest-like. So, generating something like that is a difficult thing. And with a program like this, I mean, it's just insane. Let's get rid of this tub down here. Let's get rid of the shadow. Let's get rid of the writing. So this is going to be one of the most insane programs. I advocate towards doing stuff on a mobile phone. Do I believe we can see a server like this on a mobile phone? Yeah, absolutely. I mean, take all these tools out and get rid of them, and have just a program where all it is that little AI by itself. I can see that happening, where you're just selecting and typing, and you don't have to do anything else. I can see a future where it is fully with this, and you're selecting area, and you'd say change the color to red for the top or whatever. I mean, at the moment, obviously, I mean, you're always going to need the professional tools for the manual editing. There's no doubt about that. But for someone like myself, which suffers those issues of remembering where everything is and trying to work it out every single time, then I can see cut down versions of this being available, and I can see other companies jumping on board and saying, well, I want to do this. Now, I'm going to remove this. Whoop, there we go. Now, if you're on the Facebook group, you will notice that the one I put up yesterday has been far more enhanced than just the removal of the bits and pieces, the marks. That is because I did end up running it through Remy, and I did end up putting it into FaceApp and going through and just fine-tuning the colors and letting Remy go through. Like, if you run this through Remy, it will go through and pick up this and fix that face far more than what you have here, because it's updoing the resolution while it's actually doing everything. Where this is matching the pixels. But that's not a bad thing, because by matching the pixels and keeping it that low quality, when you run it through another program and it scans it and it goes, okay, this is a low quality face, I want to composite a new face over top of that, you suddenly end up with higher results. So the fact that this is working in this way is just insane. And we have lots of little marks here on the wall, you can just keep running it over and over and over until you're happy. Of course, it does come up with the 3 options, and if you generate, you get more options, like that. So, I mean, we can come through and we can go, which one looks better? That one looks cleaner. So we can just keep going through and trying to clean those marks up. I mean, most of the time, I haven't had to type much. Yesterday, I was typing in, fix beanie. I thought there was a beanie on her head. Today, I'm just pressing the dot and letting it work itself out. And I mean, that's insane. I mean, this is a tool which a lot of people which have damaged pictures in a picture frame and can't get their photo out, or have pulled it out and it's removed sections. This is a game changer. This is something which it will work. I made the framework larger on a photo yesterday, and you'll see it in the Facebook group where the man was cut off, so the image wasn't centered in frame. And someone wanted it fixed where they just wanted the clutter removed to make it a cleaner image. A lot of people replace the background because that is the easier way to go. It is harder to actually remove the clutter because you'd have to go through and try to clone an area to actually fix it. Now, when I put it through this tool, it removed the clutter easily. Sometimes it would replace the clutter with something else. So I would type something in like clean wood table. I wanted an antique one. We sort of got in between that. The man had a knee on a stool. It was just a cheap plastic stool. I thought, this would be better if this looked like it was a more quality and more time put into taking the photo. So I put replace stool with wood stool. Gave me a bunch of options. Went through until I found something where it matched his knee, matched his position, and it looked great. I changed the canvas size and re-rendered an entire section to put the man's arm in, leg in, feet in, to rebuild missing parts of an image that weren't there. So I zoomed it out, and that is absolutely insane, and the result was incredible. Get onto the Facebook group and take a look at that. I can't bring that up on this screen, but I will mention, please like, subscribe, and get the bell on. Share the video. I'd ask you to copy this link, paste it into your Facebook profile, paste it onto your Twitter, paste it all around. I need more people to see this technology and get on the bandwagon of helping people out, helping themselves out. This one needs to be pushed. It's insane, and I would say I look forward to a final retail version on this. I really, really do. I mean, you got to be curious, right? Let's have a look here. Let's just expand that side out a little bit. Whoop, there we go. Let's click that side. Let's see if it can build him and the cupboard and get a more in-frame picture. I mean, I'm going to be blown away if this does a good job. I mean, there's no way, right? I mean, you have a look at the videos of the live reactions of this where people use it for the first time there. I mean, that's insane. That is insane. This program is insane. I mean, usually things are overpriced, and I'm just like, yeah, not worth the money. Don't subscribe, just use the free part of it. I mean, I can't use Photoshop for the life of me. PaintShop Pro is more intuitive with their graphic user icons, and I just find it easier. But this, to me, I've always gone back to what I know, because I've been using PaintShop Pro since I think like 2006. I've mentioned before doing work on the Sims and doing meshing and models. And yeah, so, but this, this is something that I'm going to be using a lot. Remove Mark. He goes, hey, this fella's name's Mark, and then suddenly he disappears from the table. I mean, we can nitpick on this all day and say, well, there's artifacts here and there. But, I mean, at the end of the day, there's always going to be a cleanup. I mean, probably one day, 50 years, AI will be at the point that you won't need a cleanup, but you can just do that and clean it up. I mean, yeah, you can see there's a PowerPoint back there, and it's a little bit messy. You can, I don't know, maybe it will just remove the whole thing if I just go like this. I just go, that's a messy little area there. What the hell have you done? And just go, doop, put that dot in, hit the enter, let it run through. That's great. I actually love that. Can I come through here point. And we'll put US because I don't know, maybe it'll... Don't want a European one there. I mean, could be a European one, but I don't know. Let's just see what happens. Let's see if we get little dots. Oh, that's not what I want. Yuck. Sometimes you get really weird results. PowerPoint. Oh, yeah, I don't know. Try that. Don't know what it's doing there. It will get better. It's beta. So let's have a look. I don't know. We'll put cont in container. It's probably going to spit out that I can't spell the word. Let's have a look. Be great if they can bring in the recognition of bad text to correct wording. That's not bad. We'll do a render of that one and see what it kicks out. I mean, you can see this file gets bigger and bigger and bigger every time I do it. So, yeah, you need a computer with good RAM. I don't like running anything with a minimum of 32. To me, 32 gigs is where it's at. You know, people are like, oh no, you know, maybe if you're gaming, but even then it's overkill. You don't need more than 16. More RAM, the better. Everything is stored in the RAM. And then you don't have to worry about page files. Look at that, it's cleaned that up beautifully. I think that's better than actually having anything there. So, I mean, none of that was there. I mean, that's a generated side of the image. I mean, that is insane. I mean, we've got a little mark here. What was that doing? Creating his hair as a stubble, right? So we'll just type remove mark. This program is nuts. I mean, or this tool is nuts. This is something which is well needed across a lot of industries. I can see a lot of YouTube content creators that are doing, say, you have a look at like the people that are using DaVinci Resolve, and they're creating extended framing, and I can see that where it can be used to create, say you've got a green screen and you're putting your center in, and then once you've done your recording for that still background, you put the rest of it in to create a scene that you want for your environment, for a mini sitcom or a mini show that you're doing or something like that. I mean, this is just insane. And you know, I'm at the point that I'm rambling like an old chook and blown away by it. So you just come through forever and just clean it up, clean it up, clean it up. At the end of it, throw it back on your phone and run it through Remy like I did to clean up the faces. So I'll put this one up on the Facebook group after I finished it, and I mean, look at that. That's real time. So normally someone which is doing photos for free isn't going to touch this photo. And they don't touch it because it's too much time of their life that they're putting into actually fixing the image. And I mean, myself, I normally wouldn't touch it either. It'd just be too much work. I'd have to try to work out a fake face to put on the kid. It looks like the AI has actually looked at the other people and gone, geez, I wonder, you know, what he'd look like to the rest of them. And maybe it's gone, you know, in its auto generation, put the word family in there, face, fix, whatever it may be, and it's looked at it and gone, okay, we want similarities here. I mean, It's outstanding. I mean, what it can do is just amazing, and we're not typing anything in, we're just highlighting. Putting a decimal point in there, which you'd think would confuse it, right? You hit go, and I imagine this will remove it. That's what I want it to do. It's reading my mind. Voila. So a little artifact. Highlight that. Fill dot. That dot is so important. You wouldn't believe the amount of times it spits out the errors and violation on things if you're just hitting generative fill by itself. Fixed. Look at that. That's insanely amazing. You could probably clean the table up if they wanted to as well, and you go, well, you know, maybe this person wants a family photo where the food's not there. Maybe it will generate a clean plate or a new dish. You don't know until you press it. And every time it's different. There's different results to what I got yesterday. So maybe you want to finish putting that side in and see what it works out. There we go. So we clean that out. Let's cut that off. So we can put that back manually if we want to. What would happen if we do... I've got his hand in there, so I imagine it's going to remove his hand as well. But I'll put remove plate. I assume you'd have to normally trace around the hand. So let's have a look. Bum, 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 bum. His hand turned into a little meat sausage. Go back to that. Better result would be to trace around. And remember I said little areas, so we do that. Don't have to put anything in this way, I guess, and just press that. What the heck? It's looked at the other side and it says, hey, there's documentation there. Let's give him a piece of paper to hold on to. I can't stress, I mean, this is a beta version. I think it came out in January? I don't know. A lot of the videos I've been looking at are May, and it's not so long ago. And I don't know how many people are working on this server doing it, but it's insane the way it is working. I hope Adobe is just like full on throwing people at this. There's apparently is a generative color for turning black and white to color as well, which blows away any app that we've used. I don't know if it's in this. I'm going to have to take a look and see how that actually works. So, I mean, that's it. So, that's a rundown. That's Adobe. This one is a paid one. You will need your account signed up. So you'll at least need a month. And of course, it seems to be limited. I think it originally came out with version 24.6. And from what I read, it requires 24.7. I mean, the downforce to it, it looks like you have to, when I did it, it looked like it updated Adobe as a whole to a beta version of it and put this in as a part of that beta version, which means you're probably going to run into little hiccups here and there. But overall, I mean, if you're like me and, you know, you don't use this program because it's complicated and, you know, you just don't have that time and effort to invest into it, just for that one tool by itself to do this, I mean, I do it for a hobby. I'm not doing it for cash, and I think this is amazing. And I hope, you know, I don't want to see people charging money for doing work like this. I find there's a lot of people that charge and they're not putting a lot of effort into it. If you're charging money, you want to ensure that the outcome is better than what you're seeing here. If I zoom in and you're saying, hey, you know, this kid's pretty pixelated, you want better quality than that. Otherwise, you're just a dog charging money for that sort of thing. Let's just finish up here by trying to reframe this part of the image. I don't know why it does that little glitch. It's a bit bizarre. I keep thinking I'm going to have to press the backspace and I'm going to lose something. I don't get that on the other PC. They're essentially the same. This is 3600. My other one is a 3700. The 3600 is the one that I always run to do these videos and run these programs. There we go. Look at that. It's generated a hoodie there, so it's really interesting. We don't quite have that backspace to actually have a hoodie. It's taken a look at a shadow and it's worked out something which it probably shouldn't have done. So again, here's me rambling, playing with it, and that's literally what this video is about. To show you that you don't have to be smart, you don't have to put a lot of time in, you can just come through and fix a photo. This is a game changer. This is needed. Honestly, this is something which is really, really needed. I mean, this is amazing. Fixed. Done. No time, no effort. You know, normally I would have done the clone and come in and, you know, done a little bit of warping on it. Nothing done. Just highlighting an area, clicking a button, and it's done. I mean, how good is that? That is insane. We had all that writing on it before. We had faces covered up with writing. It was just a hot mess. People turn away from fixing these images because of how complicated they are and how much effort you need to go in. And I've seen on GitHub, and I think it's Google Colab, where you've got the script codes and you put them into there and you run their programs. What we've got coming in the future is just going to be absolutely amazing, and I hope to see these scripts incorporated into programs like this. I've seen it where you put your image in like this, it completely renders that image into a 3D environment and maps the this as a skin to it, and then you can actually move the angle and change the direction of the image. You can move the eyes independently. You can do all sorts of wonderful things, including, you know, re-render an area and completely recomposite and AI create that a new face that looks exactly like the old one, but higher quality over top. And then you can go through and change those angles and those little tweaks. And I mean, it's just absolutely amazing what we'll be seeing. And I would hope Paint Shop Pro, I mean, I love it to death because it's simplicity. It does not have a tool like this. I hope in the future we see a tool like this in it. I mean, it's just amazing. So, yeah, I will stop rambling from there. Every time I look at this photo, I'm just like, geez, I wonder. I wonder if it will fix the glass and remove the paper towel and know what to do if I did something like this, and I doubt it. I mean, what the odds be of it just going, okay, you know, I need to fix this glass and I need to fix this tin, and, you know, is that Vegemite? Probably Nutella, jam, something there, maybe jam, eating croissants. It's fun to play with. Damn! That's... oh, that's insane. That's insane. Get onto YouTube. Google Adobe Generative AI. I mean, I can't spell for the life of me, and pronunciation is no better. You know, look up that and have a look at the videos and what it does. It's insane, it's amazing, and it is needed. So yeah, I will see you in the next video. I'm doing this one in parts, and I'm going to have to cut it together, so we'll get the introduction and cut into what you've just seen, and yeah, we'll head on to the outro now. So I will see you in the next one. So what do you think of that? Generative Fill AI, just absolutely mind-blowing with what it can do. I've done a couple of photos. I've posted some of those onto the Facebook group, so go check that out. And yeah, I mean, it's just absolutely mind-blowing what it can do. I'm amazed by it. I think it's absolutely fantastic. It's going to help a lot of people out, and I'm looking forward to when this is finally in its final release versions, because if this is the beta version, I can't wait to see the final version. So thanks for watching the show, and I will see you in the next Streamtabulous video. Thank you for watching my video and sticking around to the end. If you like my videos, it'd really help me out if you could like and subscribe. It helps the YouTube algorithm to push my videos out there to more viewers, which in turn helps me and helps everyone. So thank you for watching my video and hanging around to the end, and I will see you in the next video.